welcome back to another video. Welcome to Z Nation Zone. Today I am going to be giving you my top 5 spin-offs I would love from Z Nation. If you haven't catched any of the videos that I've done, you can catch them when you have finished, and please do subscribe if you're a Z Nation fan. You have very much found the right place. So, as we know, Z Nation has very much come to an end, but the universe itself is still very much alive, unlike a lot of the characters at the end of Z Nation. These are just 5 ideas that I'd love for them to take up on. It's never going to happen, but it's a bit of a long shot, but there's always a possibility. So let's start off then with my first one. It's a little bit of a cheating one because this already exists, but still, that is Black Summer, and more specifically Season 3. Now, I recently did a video, my last video, of if there will be a Season 3 or not. You can go and check that video out after this. But yes, that is my first choice for a spin-off because, as I said, I feel like there is still so much more that can be done, so much more that explored. The way that Black Summer did the show, it's so different to other, not only other zombie shows, but other shows in general. I want to see more of it. I want to see a 3rd season. They could go into so much more. It was left on a cliffhanger. It's more or less built up to be a Season 3. So that is definitely one spin-off I'd like them to continue. The second one, this is a bit more original, and that is Murphy having his own show. Now, you could say this for technically any character from Z Nation. You could say Roberta Warren, you could say Tenka, you could say Doc could have their own show. The reason I'm going with Murphy is because he's the character that has the most, not potential, but the most there to do. You know, he's half zombie, half human. He can control people. He can, you know, have his own army of zombies. And I feel like if he broke away with, you know, the group and he was on his own, that would be a great way to immerse himself, to entertain himself while entertaining us as a show. And as I said, because of the powers he holds and the amount of damage he can do and what he can do with what he's got as a character, I feel like following him for a season on his own and seeing his life in more detail would be a really, really interesting thing to do. It's never going to happen, but what do you lot think? Murphy's own spin-off? Be pretty cool. I can just imagine Murphy like basically taking over the whole of America, but as like a zombie king. Could it work? Could it work? One more thing, honourable mention here, okay, that no offence to America, and I know Americans will be watching this, so, you know, don't, but I swear stuff is always done in America, and it gets a little bit boring. Like, okay, Shaun of the Dead, yeah, that's a good film, but that's English, so it's set in England. But let's go somewhere like really, really different, like mad. Like Fear the Walking Dead did when they went to Mexico. You know, Z Nation was always in America. I feel like maybe they should try somewhere else in the universe. You know, let's go to China. Let's go to, I don't know, Antarctica. Who knows? You know, but anyway, it's not like, I don't think they can make a spin-off out of it, but it's just an interesting idea. Now, my next one, again, is completely out of, literally out of Earth, and that's to have it like on an aeroplane. Have the apocalypse, have like a group of people on an aeroplane, and they're like traveling to the moon, or if we go really far, go Mars. It could be set in sort of in a plane as they're leaving, as the apocalypse starts, and they have to deal with zombies turning on the plane. It could be something a little bit different. I know it's a little bit like Fear the Walking Dead. They did like a little plane mini series, but this would be like a full series. But they're actually going somewhere, like to the moon, and have like space zombies. I don't know. It sounds really, really weird, and probably wouldn't work. And there'll be a lot more to work on with it. But I think it's a cool like concept, original concept. The next one is the government dealing with the outbreak. Now, we've had the army before, and we normally see, you know, in a wide range of shows how the army deal with it, or little bits of the army. But the government itself, let's say the current president, Joe Biden, has to deal with the zombie outbreak. How would it look from his point of view? What has he got to do? What big decisions has he to make? He has to make all them decisions. He has to be transported. He can't be killed. His security is a lot higher. People within his own office are turning. You know, there's a lot going on. And I feel like in the Z Nation sort of way, that'd be quite cool. Now, obviously, we do meet the president in Season 5, I believe, or Season 4. I can't quite remember. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be a fan. But, you know, the president does obviously appear in Z Nation, but only like for one episode. To actually see them properly from the start, how they deal with it, that could be pretty good. I'd quite like that. And then the last one, the fifth one, which is probably the one I feel like could be pretty cool, is the zombie apocalypse 100 years in. The world 100 years into the zombie apocalypse. What would it be like? Are the zombies still alive? Now that more or less all humans are dead, what are the zombies like? I feel like this is a good way to develop what we already know. So we know about the zombies, we know what they can do and what they can't do, but we are pushing the limits, we're pushing the boundaries, we're extending that by saying, well, they've not eaten for many, many, many years. Do zombies age? Do, if they can't find anyone to eat, nothing to eat at all, do they eventually die? You know, what happens? A lot of this isn't explored in Z Nation and stuff because we're not that far into the future. Z Nation is set a few years in. But what if it is set 100 years in? How different would it be? What would the world be like now that everyone's gone? It'd be very, very interesting. Does a new kind come in and, a new kind of humans that could link in with Murphy? I doubt he'd still be alive, or would he be alive? Because actually he can live for, not forever, but live for a lot longer than a normal human. There are so many cool things that you could link in with that. I don't know, let me know in the comments what you thought about this. I just thought it'd be quite a fun, interesting idea to do. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and any other ideas you have for a video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.